I can't wait to see like the tour footage, like from the tour. I cannot wait to see it. There goes Mike. They look and sound so good. Music is spiritual, man. Music is truly spiritual. It's something that unifies us all. It brings us all together, whether we want to realize it or not. What's going on, y'all? This is Rashawn, aka Mr. Cheese with the Grits, man. Music is one of those things that unifies all of us. It's one of those things that brings us together. It touches the soul in some type of way. It connects us all, whether it's emotionally with something that has happened in our lives. It connects us, you know. For 20 plus years, man, I've been waiting to see Linkin Park live. Linkin Park, my favorite rock band. They are also the first rock band that I've ever heard. They opened up my mind and my ears and my soul to a whole nother, you know, genre of music. You know, I went from there to Stained, to Puddle of Mud, to Trapped, to Chevelle, to 9 Inch Nails, to Fall Out Boy, to System of a Down, to Drowning Pool. You know, some of those are just some of my favorites. Limp Bizkit. Linkin Park opened up my ears just to a whole nother sound. When I first heard Hybrid Theory, I think I was 8 or 9 years old when I heard Hybrid Theory. The first song I heard was Crawling. And I remember seeing the video on MTV, and I thought it was so cool. I saw Chester's spiky hair, and I thought it was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I thought it was so cool. And I saw Chester's spiky hair, Mike's dark hair, and saw them encased in that. It looked like they was in like this real tundra. Of course, you know, now I know, of course, I'm a filmmaker now, so of course, you know, it could have been a super huge green room, but me watching that as a kid, you know, like that was super heavy influenced by music and already a heavy music lover. You know, it did something to me. And you know, rock music, it just helped me see and feel another side of me that, you know, I didn't know was there, you know? And I'm just talking about for me. That's just for me, not for anybody else, just for me, okay? I remember hearing Hybrid Theory, and I went from once I saw the video to Crawling, I heard and saw the video to In the End, and that became my favorite, and still my favorite Linkin Park song of all time to this day is In the End. I say all of this to say, my friends, there is an artist that touches you, whose music that touches you that way, in a significant way, in a special way, in a way that, you know, may have helped you at a certain point in your life. I personally recommend go seeing them live. Go seeing your favorite artist live. I recommend it for everybody who's a music lover. Go see your favorite artist live if you can. Linkin Park is one of those groups that I wish I would have had the opportunity or thought about the opportunity of going to see them live when I was, you know, a little bit younger. But I'm so glad I went and saw them on this From Zero tour. And as you see, I got me some merch too. I could not go away. I could not leave that show without any merch. I could not. The show was too amazing, too impactful for me, because it literally was part of my growth from a kid to an adult. And I listened to the music from all steps of my life, from then to now, and still do. And the fact that they dropped a new album after, you know, 7 years of being without Chester, it's amazing. And I love the new singer, Emily. I love Emily. She's amazing. Her voice is amazing live. That concert was amazing. That concert was everything. That's probably the best concert I've ever been to in my life. And I think because I was so anxious. And I think how bad I really wanted to be there and how bad I've been wanting to see them for so long. I think that played a heavy part. I definitely think that played a heavy part because I lost my voice and everything. I for every song, I knew every song. There was still, they dropped a new album, so some of the new songs I still don't know all the words to, but the songs from the previous albums, it was amazing, and I was singing my heart out. My voice is already starting to go like halfway through the show, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna keep going until my voice box is finished. That was my goal. I was gonna keep going until my voice box was done, until I couldn't go anymore. And that's what I did. I lost my voice, but it was so worth it. I would do it all over again. I would do it all over again. And that's what music does, man. And look at me, my voice is kind of back to normal now. It just made me smile to see Mike up there, Mike Shinoda up there having fun. You can tell he's having fun performing. He even got in the crowd a little bit to talk to some of the fans. And then you saw Han, recording some of the fans, is, because he could see the excitement, and you could tell that, they're just happy to be there. You could just tell they're happy to be there. Emily was out there in the crowd too, keeping the energy high and keeping everybody. It was amazing from start to finish. There wasn't one part of the concert where I was like, okay, this is a little, there's certain concerts where, and it's okay, but there's certain concerts where the artists not necessarily have dry spots, but there are spots where they give you a little bit of time to catch your energy, or a little bit of time to, maybe sit down for a song. That wasn't the case with this. Well, maybe it was just for me. It was just for me. For me, I don't think I wanted to sit down. For every single song, I stood up and, I was dancing, or I was, yelling and screaming the words. Man, Chester may not have been there, but it truly felt like he was there with us, like in all of our hearts. It truly felt like Chester was there with us. My favorite song on the new album is I Gave You Everything I Had. And what was also exciting was that they didn't perform up until that show, they didn't perform that song live. So it was like we were getting lucked out here a little bit. So when I heard the beginning of that, I can't do everything when I heard that, I was like, oh, yo, it's going crazy. And I think that might be my favorite song from the new album. I Gave You Everything I Had. I think either that or Heavy Is the Crown. I don't know. The album is full of bangers, full of amazing songs from top to bottom. They have a deluxe version out now with extra songs. I was just so happy, and it made my heart so full that my favorite rock group, the first rock group that I've ever heard in my life, is back making music, on tour, doing stuff that they love, that makes them happy. And Mike even performed some Fort Minor songs, which was amazing. You don't even if you you don't gotta get the best seats. You don't gotta get meet and greet packages. Just go see your favorite artist live. Next time I'm gonna see them again. That was my first time seeing Linkin Park. Like I said, I'm sad that I didn't get to see Chester live while he was, here with us. But Emily did not disappoint at all. Emily did not disappoint. Her energy was high. She was singing. She was hitting them notes. I was like, yeah, Emily. Yeah, I think on some of the footage, I think I was like, yeah, Emily. I think I gotta look back. But best concert ever. Number one, best concert ever. Linkin Park. 20 plus years later, and I've been to numerous concerts seeing some of my favorite artists, but yeah, this was probably number one for me. Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been Rashawn, aka Mr. Cheese with the Grits. I'm out of here, people. Peace. Hopefully this looks good. Hopefully it looks good. Yay, 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 yay. I wanna